Good morning, guys. It is almost afternoon and I am still being tired and lazy and exhausted. So anyway, here I am. I've got some Temu items that came in after I did my haul. And so we're going to go ahead and use those items. I've got this Clear Cover Beauty Cream as well as a BB cream. So I'm going to start, I don't know, Clear Cover Beauty Cream. So I'm going to start with this. I think this is really light, but this came with a little dauber thing. Let me grab that. All right, first I'm going to put a little bit of my Olacarixin on. I'm almost out of this vitamin C brightening cream. There's a lot right there. But let's get this on because I have my tretinoin on and I don't want my face to dry out. Good skincare prep is really important to your skin too, keeping your skin good, and also just making sure that your makeup stays on evenly and that you don't have any dry spots and things like that. Does it always help 100% with aging skin? Hell no. Hell no. We all know the truth. But it helps. It helps. So I actually feel like I could use some eye cream today too, and I do have some. Let's find some of that. All right, we're going to use the Tula Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. It really does brighten under the eyes, and you definitely feel the cooling sensation for sure. I need that. I've got some puffiness going on, so I'm hoping it can take down
some of that. Oh my God, did you see that?
The whole thing came out. Bad, Tula. Bad. It's fine. It's fine. So I think that's good for skin prep. Okay, are we ready? We're going to go in this. I forgot how it opened, and my hands are now yucky. There we go. Okay, it's weird. All right, so this is what it looks like. You dab it on like this, and it gets on your little thing. Let's make it brighter because I want you guys to really see. I have a spot right there, so we'll see if it covers it up. I don't know because this is such a sheer formula. I think all this is going to really do is like maybe like even the skin tone so that it gets rid of a little bit of the red. Yeah, it didn't get rid of any spots. It's okay. We're going to keep going. We're going to see how the whole thing ends up looking. And then I have the BB cream we can put over it as well, because I don't think this is going to be enough coverage. But this might be nice for like a summer day where you just want a little something, but you don't want much. Then maybe. Oh, you got to really press if you want to get it out. See, now you can actually see it. So let's get that on there. Yeah, it doesn't give you a lot of coverage, but it does give a nice sheen to the skin. I think it does something. We need something to wake our butts up today because we are sleepy girl today. I think that did something, don't you? Like, I don't think the skin looks bad at all. Very shiny. Like, this is very translucent, like a really, really, really light coverage. But I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I will use that. All right, let's go into this Hang Fang Magic Skin Beautiful Beauty Booster. Let's see if we get a little bit more out of this. I'm gonna put this on here. This looks like it might give a little bit more coverage. And color. For sure color. I can see that right away. It's covering up some of that redness that the other one wasn't, so that's good. Definitely I'm going to need powder. Both of these are like really, really, like, what's the word? Like super glowy. But the skin looks healthy. Looks bright and healthy. Which, I love that. Okay, love that BB cream or whatever. That looks really great. Now, I need some concealer. I do have a concealer from them, but it's a little too dark for under my eyes, so I am going to just grab, I think I have somewhere right over here, I have a Jeffree Star concealer. That's it's a really light shade. So we're going to go in right here, and right here, and right here, and right here, and down the red nose, and up here. All right, that's what we're doing. I'm going to use this little guy and just bounce it in. This may need to be wet. This is too stiff. So I'm going to go in with this little concealer brush. It's like that bouncy thing. It's supposed to be for like powders and foundations and stuff, but it's a little too stiff. You might have to wet that. Okay. So we're going to do a little contour with the palette. This I really liked using yesterday. And I think this is going to be something really nice just to use in general. I'm going to put a little bit more concealer here. I'm using this one right here. I do like whatever's in here. I like the formula, I like everything about it. Okay, now I need to get a different brush so we can go in to the bronzer shades. Hold on one second. All right, I'm just gonna use this concealer brush over here, and I'm gonna just kind of go in between these two. That's what I did the other day, and that seemed to work pretty well. And just press that in, just like that. That looks nice. Now I want to take my blender and just kind of pat over all that. I think I have a blush too that's cream, so before I go into powder, I'm going to go ahead and get all the cream products on. So this is Key Best, I don't know, but the color of this is Telling Glow, and this, if I remember when I did the unboxing, is more of like a neutral, like everyday, like Fenty dupe. Is that not a Fenty dupe or what? So I swatched it the other day. All right, so for this, I'm going to go in with a brush, but I think I typically do like to use, I'm trying to think, maybe I should use my beauty blenders. Yeah, hold on, I'm going to wet this. Okay, so this is like almost like a terracotta color. I'm just going to get a little bit on here, just like that, and we're going to tap it in. I find with cream blushes, on mature skin. They just, it's a less harsh look to use creams, especially if you can find creams that don't upset the makeup below it. They blend into your skin so seamlessly, and they don't accentuate your pores like it would if it was a powder. So if you can find some good creams, and there's a lot out there. There's Tower 28. I mean, there's so many, guys. Like, I could probably put a whole video together on different cream blushes, ones I like and ones I don't like, because I like them to blend. So that blended seamlessly. You can't really tell where the contour starts and where the blush ends, and that's what I want. I want it to look like just a beautiful seamless transition. This is a gorgeous color. It's just like a good everyday color, a little bit on the nose. Okay. Gorgeous. All right, before we move to highlight, though, we're going to move to eyes. I do have a palette that is, it's supposed to mimic the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I don't know if I have that with me up here. If I do, I'll show you, show them you side by side. If not, I'll put it on the screen so you can see the two. I'm going to look real quick, though. It might be put away with my other stuff. So I'm just putting Beauty Bakery, what is this? Oh, Beauty Blender, the leveler. It's a pore minimizing primer. I'm using it on my eyes. Whatever, I thought it was an eye cream. I've been using it on my eyes. It's fine. It works. But I think it would have been, it's a primer for your face. Oh well, who knows? That just shows you can use things for multiple applications, right? All right, let me see if I have the Glam palette. I'll show it to you. Yes. Okay, so this is the Natasha Denona Glam palette. Excellent quality, absolutely beautiful. Let me get the other one open and show them to you side by side. This is the one that looks like it, and it's a lot smaller. That's the first thing you notice. Let me put them on top of each other, though, for colors. They're not exactly the same, but the color stories are very, very similar. So if you're looking for, look at that. I mean, they just went gold, brown, rose gold. They went down the aisle with the colors. They're not exactly the same, and I can already see just by looking at this that the Natasha Denona shimmers are going to be something that this is not going to keep up with. Let's do a couple of swatches so we can tell you what we're talking about. So this first color, scented, you know, Natasha just, she has like center eyelid. So this is her center eyelid shade, and then this would be the dupe. Let me show you again. So make sure you understand what fingers I'm using for what, because I'm going to do things backwards. This is the dupe. This is Charlotte Tilbury. You can already see the difference in the shine. Not enough, though, that you would notice on the eye, I don't think. I think you could get a similar look. There's Natasha. There's the dupe. So definitely different in tone as well. Beautiful, both of them. Let's do inner corner here, Natasha, and then, so the first swatch I'm doing is the dupe, and then this is the Natasha. So dupe, right there, Natasha, right there. So yeah, so the tones are different, but still absolutely beautiful. Let's do that gold shade. Natasha, dupe. Okay, this is the dupe, much more chunky, much darker. This has definitely got more light in it. So good pigmentation, though, from the dupe. Really impressed with that. And then this is Natasha Denona's. Yeah, so Natasha's a smoother formula consistency. The colors are not exactly the same, but I do think that you could get a very similar eye look using this. If you want to see a side-by-side where I do one look with this and one look with this, let me know. Today I'm just exploring this palette, and we're going over that. But if you'd like to see the dupe side-by-side, I'm happy to do a dupe video, and we can see what we think. Like, because this one was just, you know, probably $8. So we're going to go in. Let me clean my hand up. I'll be right back. All right, we have these little eyeshadow guards that we got from Temu. I'm going to peel the top part off only, just like this. And we are going to bring you guys in. I need powder down here, but I want to get my whole face done first, and then I'll put the powder on at the end and we'll clean it up. So we're going to do that. So we have a nice swoop up here, and hopefully we don't get any shadow where it isn't supposed to, but it's sticky, so I do think that it's going to stay pretty nice. And I guess you got to make sure you get your angles right here too. Hopefully that works. Oh my gosh, so nervous. Okay, so I'm going in with a small brush first. And I'm just going to go in with this peachy shade right in the middle. And these shades do not have colors listed on them either, so. But we're just gonna put this down in the crease and just sort of set it. It does have some color. Actually, for a peach shade, it has a lot more color than I was expecting it to have. So, know that. Still light enough for a transition shade though, for sure. That blended beautifully. Do this side. That looks good, I think. Sticking with this, I'm going to take this little bright shade here at the top and brighten the eyebrow bone right here. Boy, I need some tweezers. Big time. Like it's annoying me. I'll be right back. All right. Oops. There we go. Now we're going to go into this brown shade here. And we're gonna just tap that right here. I will say one thing I'm immediately liking about this palette so far is you're getting pigmentation. So I do have, look at that though. It like left do you see that? That's weird. Like it doesn't want to cover that spot. Oh, it's covered. It's just, it might be from glue. I had glue on my eyes yesterday. So it's covered. It's just being a, maybe my eyes being a butt. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm going down too much. Like I should have put these in a different spot. Like I'm definitely hitting parts of my eye I don't typically like put shadow on, but we'll just see what it turns out like, and I can clean it up at the end if it doesn't look good. Right? Right. Okay, now I'm just gonna clean this brush off, and I'm just gonna go over a little bit with no product and just blend that. Just like that, and same thing here. Just get it all blended. All right. Now I have all these other brushes that came from Temu too, and I want to see if I've got some. Let's try these, just out of curiosity. This is a double-ended one, and then so it's got something for packing here and here. I'm going to use this side first, and then this side on the inner corner. But I want to go into that really kind of sultry gold that we swatched right in here, and I want to put that right here from like the center over, because it's a darker shade. Oh, we're getting ready to have a thunderstorm. Or maybe that's just a plane actually. All right, so this is a nice color. It's definitely more like an antique-y gold, like a much darker gold. All right, now staying with the same brush but turning it over, I am going to go into this really light shade right here to lighten up and get right in here. Ooh, I like that. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. I also really like how this thing is applying this little, like foam brush thing. And funny, these are what they put in like the cheap eyeshadow palettes that you would get, you know? The ones we always throw away. All right. You can see a difference between the two colors, but it doesn't look like there's like all that much of a difference. Like definitely this is a little lighter. But when you blend it in with the other one, I mean, can you tell? I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit more light to this. So there is a little rose gold shade here. Let's just pop a little bit right in between the two shades. Yeah, I think I'd be interested in putting this up against Natasha. I can tell you this is good quality. This is worth the price for sure. It doesn't hold a candle to Natasha Denona as far as quality goes. I can tell because I've used her products just by using them, just by trying them out. All right, so I'm gonna go with the other side here that we didn't use. Go back into that really light shade that we started with for the upper eye. Oh, that's not it. I'm gonna actually go into the white shade. I'm changing my mind. This one here, and use that as a little shimmer up there. Just like that. Might use that also in the inner corner, but I'm gonna hold on that for a minute. We're gonna do the bottom line. Let's see what we have going on. Are you ready? I think I got my hair. Oh, those are sticky a little bit. You might have to reapply some of your makeup afterwards, like that you put down. I'm gonna go in just with this. This is that Saki concealer. I'm gonna just go back in, get anything that came off, and I'm gonna push that up against the edge there too. But I do think that came out kind of nice. I do like the shape it gave. It gave a little blown out, you know, look there. And I just softened up the edges. Okay, now, okay. Now I'm gonna go in with this dark shade here and smoke it right here on the edge. Just like that. Taking this like grayish color here and meeting that with the other shade. See, again, a lot of these colors, when you blend them, they don't look different enough. That's the bigger issue. Like the tones all work. They all have good pigmentation. They're easy to blend. They're not bad quality shadows in any way. Like I would recommend this palette to somebody. I'm just saying that like it could have been, they didn't make the, they didn't make them very different. So I'm just taking a fluffy brush now and just blowing it out a little bit. I'm probably gonna take that peachy tone we started with, that transition shade next underneath this. Because I feel like the smoky shade and the other shade just sort of look like one big smoky shade. All right, so clean that off, go into the peach shade, and let's blow that out a little bit. Okay. All right, I don't have anything new for eyes and lashes. I am going to use this from Temu. This is their Magnum Volume Express Lash. I am going to use that, but let me get some liner on, and I will be right back, and we will finish up with the face, the powder, the highlight, all that fun stuff. All right, we're going to power with just my Maybelline Fit Me powder, but I am going to use this little guy. And we're just going to get the spots that I typically lose some. Go up in here, like where I lose some foundation. Go up in here. Might have to go over a little bit more with the blush after. So these little poofs are 78 cents, but I did find a pack of 12 on Temu for $1.98. So don't get the individual ones. Go get the 12 because it's a better deal. Let's take it and get chin, and then we'll be done. A little bit on the forehead, the remaining. I don't put a lot of powder on my forehead just because it's wrinkly. Okay, so now I do want to have, that looks nice. I think the skin in general looks nice. So now I do want to go over just a little bit with that blush, a little bit more. Let's make it there, you know. Sometimes powder kind of just makes it disappear when you have a cream blush and then you go over it. Because then I got to also put on top this new highlight. And I want that to show, and I don't want it to get rid of the beautiful blush either. The skin looks really great. And the eyes look really pretty too. It's a very neutral, like everyday look, I would say. Really beautiful though. All right, so now this highlight. This is a pretty highlight. A Ceruya Smooth Shimmer Highlight is what this is. And they have these in different colors. I want a couple other colors. They were out though, so I had to just get the regular white one. I would have, with this look, I would have done like a champagne one versus this really beautiful bright white, but that's what we got and that's what we use. So this is actually very glittery, but it is sort of like a cream highlight. So it's really interesting because it's not what I was expecting. I was thinking it was like a full-blown powder, and that is not what it is. It does kind of give your skin a nice like glass look. So when you first put it down, you see the glitter, but then when you spread it in, it doesn't seem to disturb the rest of your makeup, which is so nice. And it kind of gives you a glass-like finish to your skin. So now I'm just going to take my beauty blender and just kind of go over it. Again, I'm going to put a little down here on my lip. We have it on our nose already. It's hard for you guys to see this side because it's not in the sun, but like this side is. Beautiful. All right, so now, so I would recommend from this haul, first of all, these two things. I would recommend the highlighter and the eyeshadow palette. Super worth the money. I'm not sure about this. What I think this would be really good for, it's like locked and I can't. It's a little confusing, first of all. But what I think it would be good for is somebody who doesn't wear makeup, doesn't want foundation on, just wants their skin to even out in the summer or something, or they just want a little something on their skin. That's perfect. If you want a little more coverage, then go with the BB cream. I'm happy with the BB cream. Magic Skin Beautiful. I like the way the skin looks. I think it came out really nice. So no issues with that. And I really like the cream. Like all these items, this was a good haul. All of these items were good Temu products to buy. Would highly recommend. For sure. Thumbnail. Okay. All right. That's probably not going to be the thumbnail. We'll see. Maybe. All right. Now I'm going to wipe my lipstick off and we're going to put some lips on, and I'm going to do my hair, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, here is the finished look. To top the lips off, I used the Mora Cosmetics lip liner in the color 001 Natural, and then I used a ColourPop lippy from the Villains collection in the colors Hades. So I think that made a nice look, because I don't know if you can see, but I have put a little bit of a peachy kind of cardigan on. So I think overall this is pretty. I will take some close-ups in front of the lights over here so you guys can get a better sense of what everything looks like, but overall I like the look. I think everything, I like the products in this second video even better than I liked the products in the first video. So I do think it's a little bit of trial and error to find items that work for you with makeup, especially when it's brands that you've never heard of and you really don't know anything about them. So anyway, some of these were really, really good in this particular video. Let me know your thoughts and stay tuned at the end and you'll see the final looks. Take care.